This is Lee Sorensen, art librarian, with a few words on searching art topics in journals and magazines. To start, we need to go to Art Research Guide. That can be found by going to Research Support, then to Research Guides, then to the broad area, Arts and Visual Studies, and finally to Art History. The second tab is the one for journal indexes, and you'll see there are the top ones represented right here. Art and Architecture Source, the biggest and most general art topic one. Nearly everyone should search this. Second, Art Bibliographies Modern, a database for articles only on 19th, 20th, and 21st century art. Next, Avery Architectural Index, one devoted solely to architectural history and urban planning. Finally, JSTOR, the only one of these searches that is full text. The ones farther down are highly specialized, and you're welcome to use those as well. Let's do a search in the Art and Architecture Source. Our topic today will be to find some information about 16th century Venice's public spaces, how they looked. The index gives us 3 fields for precise searching. What terms would we use? First of all, the obvious one. Next, views, because we want to see the aspect of the city. And I'm thinking for the third one, we would want to limit it to the specific century. I'm going to put in 16th. Even though there are lists for 16th century here, I'm going to leave it just at 16th because there are so many ways to abbreviate the century, and I want to get all of them. I click the search bar, and here's our results. The first one is off the mark, but the second one looks interesting. Walking in 16th century Venice, mobilizing the early modern city. It has everything we want. It has the HTML full text format, it has the PDF format, and it says it's in an academic journal. To find out more about this, click the title of the magazine. And we see the subject headings, we see the abstract which tells us more about it, and other accession numbers. Again, in this case, there's no place else to go because after this, the HTML full text starts. The PDF is clickable right there. But what if we wanted more articles like this one, ones that weren't employing our natural language? If we return down to the blue subject headings, we notice that one of them is social conditions. Subject headings are the standardized language we call something. The Art and Architecture Source is an example of an analyzed database. Someone has read the article and assigned its standardized terms. We no longer have to rely on our natural language to find what we want. Let's click one of these that interests us, perhaps social conditions. Here we have Italy, Venice, social conditions, but it's as a descriptor now. It's only the assigned term somebody assigned to it. As we go down the list, we see the article that we saw before, Walking in 16th Century Venice. The second one, and Zu wenig Studenten liest Deutsch. However, the third one is rather interesting. It's about how religious groups interacted with each other in Venice. And number 4 is about how public spaces in Venice were segregated by class. Sometimes indexes don't provide the full text of the article, but that doesn't mean that you can't get it in full text. In this case, I'm going to click the checker, and it pulls up the full text through Duke's collection of online journals. Some articles, particularly for art history, may only be in print. During quarantine, you should request those articles from the library and you can scan them in the library scanner, but you will need an appointment. I encourage everyone to write or make an appointment with me. Really, the only way to learn is by using real examples. Happy searching!